Uh, for those of you watching from home, SLIPDIISC is 2 and HAWABAAZ has scored 1 so far. SLIPDIISC with a pull. HAWABAAZ starting at great field position. Ooh, and that's a turn. Quickly picked up by Navneet Mohalla from SLIPDIISC. And yeah, the disc goes out. Score right now is SLIPDIISC 2, HAWABAAZ 2. HAWABAAZ starting with a pull. HAWABAAZ with the pull that landed outside. Number 18, Holla from SLIPDIISC B, starting at brick mark. And an unfortunate turn. HAWABAAZ trying to transition quickly into offense. Got some nice movement. And it's a score. Those of you sitting here at home, I'm joined by Harish from DOD, who just got back from World Club Masters. Hi, Harish, would you like to?
A good morning game between HAWABAAZ and SLIPDIISC B team.
SLIPDIISC B, yeah.
Okay.
Score is 3-2 to HAWABAAZ.
Score is 3-2 to HAWABAAZ.
HAWABAAZ 3, SLIPDIISC 2.
The conditions are perfect. There's a slight breeze, you can say.
Yes. Yeah, it's been windy over the weekend because of the monsoons, I guess. But luckily for us, the fields are in really good condition so far. Uh, so yeah, I think it's really great setup for like an ultimate weekend. And it's great to see so many college teams have turned out. Uh,
HAWABAAZ with the pull. To the sideline. SLIPDIISC on offense. Sent us the disc immediately. Oh, the loose disc taken by HAWABAAZ. And immediately shot into the end zone for a score. HAWABAAZ leads 4-2.
I think HAWABAAZ once again with the pull. Uh, it's a short pull in the center of the field. Picked up by number 18 Holla again. Caught on the foreside and an upline. Reset to number 52. And an unfortunate turn. Looks like the wind is actually carrying the disc everywhere, and players are finding it hard to get a grip on the disc. HAWABAAZ starting once again. HAWABAAZ. Oh, an unfortunate turn once again. And HAWABAAZ scores once again. Score is now 5 to HAWABAAZ and 2 SLIPDIISC. Okay, SLIPDIISC once again with the disc. They seem to be struggling the entire game to get the disc moving smoothly across the field. Is also not helping that the SLIPDIISC cutters are not able to find. Yes. And HAWABAAZ once again with the score. Not sure what exactly happened there, but HAWABAAZ is now 6 and SLIPDIISC at 2.
And how did what is the difference?
So because of COVID, SLIPDIISC has kind of been not having inductions for almost 2 years. So the B team is basically the newest batch of students that have joined IAC for their undergraduate programs.
Oh, nice.
And SLIPDIISC A team is basically the second, third generation of players who've been here for about 4 years. And since this year NCUC has allowed players who graduated during COVID also to play, so the A team is basically comprised of the more experienced players. But at the same time, since we had enough players to have a second team, we thought it was a great opportunity for them to learn something new. And I think across 2 days, they've learned plenty. So
It is good. So early in their college life, they're able to start Ultimate compared to some of us who started Ultimate after college.
yes, absolutely. I think if we had started Ultimate when if we had been introduced to Ultimate when we were in college, I think we'd be much further along by now, I guess. But I'm glad to see so many colleges have teams and they're building teams compared to last NCUC where we had 8 teams. We have 17, 16 teams this year, and we're hoping next year is going to be like a lot more. HAWABAAZ once again with a long pull, wind carrying it past brick mark. SLIPDIISC trying to move the disc quickly. And a hammer. Oh, and an unfortunate drop. HAWABAAZ with the disc with no mark. And quick dump.
It's a good fade.
And a deep throw. And
Yes. Slip disc, walking the disc up. Slip disc supporters are on a roll. Looking for the open side. No, there's a scuba attempt intercepted by HAWABAAZ.
I don't think the wind is helping one bit at all.
Yes. So I take back the perfect conditions. The wind is picked up suddenly. It's a nice catch by HAWABAAZ player. And score. Score is 6-4 to HAWABAAZ. Is that right?
6-4 to HAWABAAZ, yes.
Yes. Correction, 6-3 to HAWABAAZ.
HAWABAAZ once again with the pull. And pull to the center of the field. Picked up by number 10 Samir for slip disc. And a short pass. Quick dump. And a player going deep. And a drop by slip disc. HAWABAAZ players looking for a deep shot. And it's misjudged.
The break side as much. With HAWABAAZ putting a poach, they could look to open up the lanes from the break side, but that's a turn. HAWABAAZ taking their time to pick up the frisbee right at the end zone line. Turnover, it's a throwaway for HAWABAAZ.
So Harish, you've been watching games all morning. What do you think about College Ultimate? And technically, this is supposed to be the future of Indian Ultimate. So how do you think the games are going?
So I think Indian College Ultimate is about 3 years old now. Is it 3?
Yes.
I think
if
you played in the
discount
first.
COVID, Yes.
Yeah, you played in the first edition of NCUC, right?
Correct. Yes.
So I think it's pretty young now, and I can see how the teams have been coming up better year on year. And as you said, right now we have how many? 14, 18
16
teams?
teams.
16 teams. That's good growth. Indian College Ultimate is growing consistently year on year. Looking forward, I think by next year we should have at least 22, 24 teams, statistically speaking. The level of Ultimate definitely can improve. I think with UPAI, KUPA, and all the other TNFDA and all the other organizations, state organizations coming together and implementing a good coaching program for these college teams would be really helpful. Right now, I think the College Ultimate is undertaken by their adopted club teams. Isn't it something like that right now?
In some cases, yes. So, for example, Skywalkers, which
Yes.
who are from Christ University, are kind of co-opted by L2F and ATC. The players play for L2F and ATC. But as for the club itself, I don't think there are a lot of clubs that co-opt college teams, which I think would be a great idea. I think Indian Ultimate has a lot of seasoned players who have played a lot of tournaments in their day, who can definitely help college Ultimate teams who are starting out now to understand the game and to like get better, and that would definitely improve the level of play here at NCUC.
So I think taking Bangalore as example, since I'm from Bangalore, we can say that I think Bangalore, the number of clubs we have, and each club plays in a good disparity of locations. For example, there is at least 20-kilometer radius which each clubs cover easily. So if they can adopt certain colleges near the vicinity of their practicing area, I think College Ultimate can come up even better, and the interest and magnitude of players will also grow consistently.
Absolutely, I agree. It also creates interest among the players to stay in Ultimate even after their colleges, because they have an immediate retreat after college, and they can be drafted into club teams and go into club championships, etc., etc. Yeah, it would be very nice to see that system up and going soon. I guess the 2 years of COVID really didn't help. Otherwise, we probably would be much further along by now. After quite a few turnovers, SLIPDIISC has the disc again, starting at the corner with number 30 Samir, looking for a dump, and
Good, are you?
And,
Unfortunate drop. It looks like HAWABAAZ is more hug friendly. They would prefer coming onto the power position and immediately send the disc to the end zone for a receiver. And SLIPDIISC is looking for more of proper open side cuts and pass and swing. However, some break side passes would be really opening up their offense in a better way. HAWABAAZ is trapping SLIPDIISC on the sideline now. Let's see if the thrower can get the disc off the sideline. No, it's a turnover. The players are discussing a foul call.
the deal looked quite clean to me. So, from what you have seen, what do you think about the spirit and SOTG in general at NCUC so far?
And in general, I think it is very competitive and spirited as well. I did not notice anything different from what I've been seeing in our usual national club championships or any other format of the game. It's been clean, and players are respectfully discussing within the time limit. I think that's the key point. It would be good if both teams can keep up to the time limit and start the game, start the pull as soon as the point is finished. There are some delays in starting the point, so that is one thing that I noticed that we could improve on.
Also, I think the college students have put in the time to read the rules and understand the rules. The rules implementation of the SOTG rules are also quite consistent with club level spirit. I think that's great. That's spirit is very easy to be overlooked in competitive games, especially when you have beginners who are learning how to play now. But it's great that most teams have stuck very strictly to the SOTG.
We can appreciate the SOTG committee from UPA as well for ensuring the teams are completing their basic and advanced accreditation
Absolutely.
before coming into a tournament, which also puts the onus on the managers of the team to ensure the players are having a good discussion on the rules before coming into the tournament. High disc. Slip disc is consistently getting trapped on the sideline. Okay, centered the disc now. Looking for a big pass. No receiver there. This is a relatively new slip disc team. I have not seen any of the players here. Not noticed them before.
Yeah,
Right.
this is pretty much all the players except for one have played for less than 4 months.
Oh,
now.
that's very new.
Very
That's
new.
very new. I took 8 months to throw a forehand.
Yes.
So
Actually, I was supposed to play for this team
oh,
on NCUC this year,
okay.
but once the rules were updated for NCUC this year, that I'm basically ineligible for this thing. So I've been transitioning into a coach for.
Nice. So you're supporting the home team, of course.
Yes, of course.
No doubt about it.
Definitely.
Slip disc finally near their end zone. Oh, high pass over the field. Turnover. I think a relatively new slip disc team still figuring out playing in this windy conditions is not easy for them. Sometimes players don't enjoy these conditions where they have to really add more spin on the frisbee and have focused catches on the frisbee. Timeout by HAWABAAZ.
Yes, I absolutely agree. I myself hate playing in the wind because it doesn't let you play a natural game. You have to adapt and you have to play what the wind lets you do. You can only take throws that will stay up in the wind. I think the general style of play for a very windy conditions would be to play much shorter passes and refrain from taking long hugs.
There is a contrary strategy also to this, don't you think? Where some teams prefer hucking it deep and trying to get defense right near their end zone line and then trying to score. Both the strategies work if you know how to execute them,
Yes.
and based on what your team feels comfortable about it and okay with it.
Absolutely, I agree. Windy conditions is so unpredictable. You just cannot say what will work, what won't work against any team, especially if you've never played against that team before.
Yes, and windy conditions is a general term, but then you should know whether it is upwind, downwind, crosswind. A lot of things changes. Your strategy changes. Your throw, your approach to your cuts, your distance to. You have to constantly recalibrate your every single throw before making it. So it makes very tough, and at this level of ultimate, at college ultimate, seeing them fight these conditions with good positivity is really assuring for all of us.
Yes, definitely. play seems to be restarting with HAWABAAZ at the disc on their own end zone line. Quick fake, but the upline is dropped. Apologies to everybody for the background noise. We will be right back. Play resuming after halftime with HAWABAAZ starting with a pull. The score is 8 HAWABAAZ and 2 SLIPDIISC. Long pull to the center of the field.
It looks like
Ha-
a zone defense. 3%.
HAWABAAZ with a zone, and it looks like it's worked. Drop from number 18 from SLIPDIISC. And HAWABAAZ starting in great field position, about 20 yards from their end zone,
So the breaks a throw.
and it's done. It's great to see all these new teams trying different strategies like side stack. I saw a team play complete side stack on a universe point. That's very interesting because I don't think I haven't seen club teams adopt such strategies at such crucial points in a game. And
I think as club teams, we are always looking for strategies and information from the outside. For example, we look at the US club championships or the college ultimate championships. We look at their strategies and how they're playing. I think then slowly college ultimate is picking up rubbing some strategies from the club ultimate, what they might have noticed maybe from the recently concluded national championships, club championships that happened.
yes,
So it is good that the players are constantly observing and trying to learn some strategies, learn some new strategies. I would love to see if they can try some unconventional, bold strategies here.
absolutely.
It would be very interesting to see.
And I think this gives them a good platform to like try anything new. Score is 9-2 to HAWABAAZ. HAWABAAZ 9 and SLIPDIISC 2.
Traditionally, Indian Ultimate started with the 3% cup. That was the cup which was running for probably about 4-5 years in Indian Ultimate. I think in 2013, it was Airborne who brought in the Brownie zone, and that was quite unbreakable at that point of time. Many teams struggled to break their zone, and once teams started figuring that out, new zone play started coming into Indian Ultimate. I think College Ultimate is a good phase where they could try some new defense strategies, new offense strategies, and probably the return could also work where club teams learn something from the college ultimate teams.
Yes, I agree. I think club teams can definitely take a few pointers on playing unconventional ultimate in like crucial points, figuring out what could work differently at a point where teams are evenly matched and you're maybe on universe point, something like that.
You're absolutely right. Especially, I've seen good experienced players struggling to play defense against inexperienced teams, simply because of their unconventional throws, unconventional catches, unconventional strategies, everything unconventional, and the experienced player plays to the strategy, to the technique, to the principles. So a player must be flexible enough to follow the systems, but at the same time ensure that they are able to read what's happening on the field.
I agree. I think strategy only works for teams that play with the same strategy. When you try to apply strategy to a team that's playing more freestyle, it's difficult to contain. Another throwaway by HAWABAAZ. Interestingly, what I have seen lately, especially in the latest club championships and NCUC is that man defense is also something that has changed in Indian Ultimate across the years from when I started, uh, where we used to play hard man throughout, and today no, a lot of teams don't play hard man. People play a lot of bracketing. People play a lot of poachy defense, and it works. Sorry, folks. Harish had to leave on some urgent work. Uh, Coming back to the game, I think HAWABAAZ is starting on the sideline. Great catch on that dump. Another dump and an upline on the break side. And a long hook intercepted by SLIPDIISC. SLIPDIISC trying to quickly gain some momentum by moving the disc up the field. And another long hug going by SLIPDIISC and is almost caught. Uh, HAWABAAZ looking for cuts on the open side. Another long deep throw going in. Intercepted again. Sorry. Deed by number 18. Holla by SLIPDIISC B from SLIPDIISC B. Holla once again looking for his cutters, but no cuts coming down from the stack. An upline. Deed once again on the sideline. Another long hook, which is Deed again. Both teams trying to play their game. There's a stark contrast in the way both teams are approaching their offense. While HAWABAAZ is very pro hucking, SLIPDIISC seems to be looking for a more short in-cut based game. HAWABAAZ turns over the disc once again, and SLIPDIISC handler walking to the disc. Must say this point has been going on for over 10 minutes now, and the players seem to be extremely drained after 2 days of really competitive ultimate. And timeout called by SLIPDIISC B. Slip disc with a long hook into the end zone, but the disc stays out. Some confusion about where the disc needs to come in. Back to play. HAWABAAZ starts play, running the disc up the sideline. Another long hook attempt by HAWABAAZ, and steed once again by SLIPDIISC. Both teams seem to be fighting for the disc with absolute grit. No one's ready to give up possession. Short up line by SLIPDIISC, and bad throw back onto the break side, deed by HAWABAAZ. HAWABAAZ picks up the disc in great position and is caught for a score. Score is now 10 HAWABAAZ and SLIPDIISC 2. There's about 5 minutes left on of play. 5 minutes of play time left. SLIPDIISC starting on offense once again. Short up line and reset back to the handlers. The handlers seem to be moving the disc amongst themselves, where there's an all. Don't see a lot of cuts downfield, and it's a turn once again. It's very important for the cutters to have good catches. Safe hands is an integral part of ultimate, and a long hug going through